I often am asked the question, how do I get to Japan, or how do I even know if God is wanting me to go to Japan, or for that sake, other missions? I worked in Europe for 14 years. I lived in the red light district of Amsterdam. I lived in Japan and grew up there. I was raised there. I didn't do mission work there until many, many years later. The Lord would not let me go back to Japan for over 40 years. I did church work in Asia. I did church work in Europe. I did church work in the United States. I've pastored. I've planted over 50 churches. And so the big question is, how do you know what the destiny of God is for you, and how do you know where to go? And I try to make a distinction with God's people these days. There's been a shift in our thinking about missions from where should I go to who should I go to. The other question is not only who do I go, what people has God called me to, but who do I go with? And I don't mean a mission organization. I mean, who are the people around me, or who should I be sent to do missions as team? We're just discovering that Jesus, of course, he did ministry as team. Apostle Paul did ministry as team. Post-war missions was very individualistic, especially from the West. Now, the developing nations are sending probably more missionaries than we are from the West. And they are really good at coming in as teams. And we're discovering that being part of a small team and being called to each other is equally important to being called to a nation or a people. I believe that success rates are much higher. I know right now I have a team of about 8 people in Kansas City, Missouri, being prepared for Japan. They're learning the language there. They go in with me on regular occasion. They're adapting to the nation. They're getting culturally adept. They're praying for it. We pray around the clock. We have prayer meetings for Japan. The process of preparing ourselves for the place that God's called us is to know who we're called with, who we're called to, and also to begin doing research on that place. Many missionaries come into a place, don't have a clue what they're coming into. They need to come as learners. They need not as experts. And we can't come as adventurous. We just cannot come with a sense of adventure. We have to come with a calling from God, and that takes prayer, takes fasting, takes confirmation of family and friends. And it's a delicate and really, really exciting process. It's a beautiful process with God.